Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson real quick. Shakur Stevenson was in the ring that night of the fight. He criticized Haney and his team for running out the ring when they saw him. They didn't give him his post fight shine. The same way Devin Haney did for Lomachenko. When Lomachenko won his controversial fight before, he was in the ring. He came in the ring and called out Loma, and Loma said, "Yeah, I'm ready for the challenge. Take it." He didn't give Shakur Stevenson that same gratitude. But then he got caught behind the scenes saying that I'm number one. And Shakur Stevenson said for now, like you number one for now. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's a little bit of fear on Haney's team? Or do you think it's probably because the crowd was booing so loud that maybe he felt like he had to get out of there before the Shakur Stevenson fight? Before he made another fight?
I mean, much as I like Devin Haney, I got to keep it real and his own chin tuck. I don't think he want none of that smoke with Shakur Stevenson. I think he's gonna duck Shakur Stevenson to at least 140. I heard him and his daddy talk about it, and when they talk about Shakur Stevenson, they always talk like they talking in the future. They don't talk like the present or like we can make that fight now. It's more of down the line. That's a huge fight, Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, we might get that on sometime down the line. It's never like with Tank Davis and Lomachenko. Like, hey, if they pick up the phone and call, we can make that fight tomorrow. He don't have that same energy with Shakur. And I think my reason is because I think Shakur is just as dangerous as Tank Davis, but it don't offer the same pay. Even though I think it would be a good pay, I don't think it'll be Tank Davis pay. I will say though, I really believe if Lomachenko cannot get the rematch with Devin Haney, don't be surprised if Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko fight. Just to put more pressure on Devin Haney because he probably gonna tell Bob, I can go ahead and wash him. I can destroy Lomachenko, and that'll put pressure on Devin Haney to make that fight after I destroy Lomachenko. So I won't be surprised if the top rank go that route. Now I do want to ask you a question. You want to talk about that, or you want me to ask the question I got to ask you right quick?
No, go ahead, ask the question.
So I don't know if you've seen it yet today. So this will be right off the top of your head. Paulie is a talker. He's been talking a lot there. And he said two things. He said one thing about supposedly 2 days before the fight. He said politics are involved. That Devin have signed with Top Rank already. It's like the worst kept secret from what he said. He's already signed with Top Rank 2 days ago, and that's why the fix was already in because he's a younger fighter that signed to Top Rank. That's the first thing he said. The second thing he said, what do you think about him saying that anybody that had to fight 7-5 for Devin Haney is a scumbag, and that they pretty much just want to see the white guy lose?
There's a reason why Paulie Malignaggi lost his Showtime job. Paulie Malignaggi, he is so invested with it because he had that bet with Devin Haney's dad. He's so invested because when he got mad when Devin Haney came out and said that I will never let a white boy beat me. When Devin Haney said that, that's when that's when Paulie Malignaggi started his little campaign, his little smear Devin Haney campaign. And now he has to eat crow because Devin Haney won. He pretty much he's been guaranteeing for 3 or 4 years now that Lomachenko was the guy that's going to beat Devin Haney. He's been saying that for about 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So now that Lomachenko lost, he got to kind of eat crow. I'll say this: I wouldn't call you a scumbag if you had Devin Haney winning 7-5. I wouldn't call you a scumbag. I would question how you scored though, because like I said, you had the draw, and me myself, I had Lomachenko by a round. So, but I will say, I'm not a big fan of Paulie. You know what I'm saying? For obvious reasons. I mean, the whole politics in because they don't want to see a white boy win. Come on, Paulie. You can't at one breath say Deontay Wilder's being racist because Deontay Wilder's saying that the fix was in with him because they wanted a black guy to lose. And now in the same thing, reverse it and say that they didn't want the white boy to win. That makes no sense. Number two about Paulie. Come on, Paulie. You can't say that behind the scenes that Devin Haney is signed with Top Rank behind the scenes. That's why the fix was in. When Lomachenko would have been a bigger fight, if Lomachenko was undisputed, there would have been a bigger fight for anybody else at Top Rank than Devin Haney, in my opinion. If Lomachenko would have won undisputed, him fighting Shakur Stevenson would have been bigger than Haney fighting Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So why would Bob Arum do that to himself? Mm-hmm. That's number one. Number two, why would Bob Arum be behind the scene? Bob Arum gave interviews after the fight and said Lomachenko won. He said Lomachenko won. So why would Bob say behind the scenes, yeah, we're gonna give it to him, we're gonna give it to Devin Haney behind the scenes, but then on camera say the Lomachenko one? Come on. Paulie, I think, like I said, it's all hate on Paulie behalf. That's all I can see. Because whatever he said, it didn't make no sense financially or like in any type of way. It didn't make sense at all. That's your opinion. That was my organic answer. That's my first time hearing that. that bullshit.
Yeah.
But what's something else?
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
I understand. It was pretty interesting. And like you said, I think, like you said, he been eating a lot of crow the last couple of years. Ever since he made that comment, and I mean, I ain't hating against it, but since he made the comment about the European fighters were taking over boxing and that black fighters were falling off, we started to get all these champions and undisputed champions that were black fighters after he thought the Europeans were starting to take over. Not saying that we don't have a lot of great European fighters, but we do. But after he made that comment and said that the American black fighters were falling off, it's funny how quick that statement came out to bite him in his ass.